What's up, YouTube? Hope everyone had a great Monday. And before I just get started in the video, I would like to just mention, if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do so, as it greatly helps me out. And if you found anything useful in this video, please like the video, as it kind of helps me out as well. All right, so let's just dive right into the video. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking about the few penny stocks that I gave out for you guys, the picks. So we're going to see how they did today, and along with that, we're going to talk about one of our previous plays, Apxt as well, okay? And as we're talking about those plays, I got a lot of requests from some of the viewers saying that they never traded before or anything like that, right? So in the upcoming videos, I will be showing and talking about the basics of trading, how it works, how it, like, the whole platform, everything, right? So you guys get like the basic gist of it and kind of understand how to at least start. So before we get into that, let's just check out the stocks from yesterday's video and see how they did today. So if we can look at the graph right now, we can notice that it's on Apxt. So let's go to ZOM. All right, let's break this down. So as we can see, it had actually a major jump up. In my previous video, when I mentioned it, it was right around this price range. So let me just put that out. It was a 48 cents. So it was hovering around this price range. All right. And we've seen a major gap up today, up till almost $1 actually. That today's high was $1. So right now I'm contemplating if it's worth getting in yet. It might be, because it might have a run up. On the RSI, if we look, it was overbought. So it did kind of come down a little bit, and I probably should have taken an entry at this price at like 76 cents. So that would be my entry next to get on this stock, because I don't see this coming down back to like 60 or 40 cents again. We missed the bus on that, I would say, but you never know, right? I'm not a mind reader, or like I can't predict the markets, but ideally I would take a small position around 76 cents, and that's what I will be doing exactly. All right, guys, so that was the first stock. Let's go check out the other one, which was BNGO. And this as well had a little run up as well today if we zoom in and look at it. So when I mentioned the stock, it was around like $5 and like 18 cents, I think, right? And it did go up a little bit. Today's high was roughly around this is 1 hour, yep. So we probably had a high of about $6.39 roughly. So that is a decent progression up in the right trend and the right direction where we would want the stock to go, but we haven't built our entry position yet. So for this stock, I'm looking for it to kind of dip back down and get back in the price range of anything below 440, I would say. I'll build a small position on 440, and then if it drops more, capitalize on that as well. So that's what we're going to be looking for in the coming weeks, and hopefully it can fall within our price target and we can take a position in the stock, of course. And the other one was Microvision. So for Microvision, oops, there we go. This stock wasn't too hyped, I guess, today. It was just kind of consolidating and moving sideways, you can see. So as I mentioned before as well, the price we want to enter is around $5.50. So I'll just put a little price target, and I will be entering around this price target right here. Small position, as I mentioned before, nothing too big. So we'll put it right there. Once it kind of bounces off this is kind of building a support, if you guys can see it, right? Bounce tier once, I'm hoping for another bounce, and I'll pick it up and then ride it up a little bit. So that's where you ideally want to enter. You're on your first position, and then if it drops below that, you would take a second position and cost average down. All right, and kind of, so when I say a position, I normally like to build out around 125 shares minimum. And once my 125 shares are built out, if the stock has a potential major run up coming, I will obviously increase my shares, right? But just for the time being, 125 shares is what I like to enter my stocks with. And obviously if it has a major run up, I'm gonna dump more in. So that's just common sense, all right? So these were 3 stocks. We know ZOM did very good today, which we could have doubled our money if we entered it, but I just missed out on that opportunity. So let me just quickly show you last time right here, the entry position that we'll be taking. Well, what I'll be taking is around this price right here, and I'll mark it as well. So the next video will follow up as well with this, okay? So right here, 76 cents is what I'm going to be entering this stock at. All right, now let's give a little quick update on Apxt as well, guys, as this stock is about to rev up and potentially move up higher. So let's zoom out to the 4-hour chart. So just by looking at this little chart right here, we can notice that it is consolidating right now and has been consolidating for the last 3 weeks without a doubt. But look today what happened, guys. We're 30 cents up or 2% up during trading hours, and after hours we're at $15.75. So that is a great sign and in a great direction we're headed. So see this little bubble that I've marked? This is where I anticipate the price of Apxt to go. And honestly, I'm not even worried. It's gonna definitely go there. The merger is about to close, and I will post up a little clip here that shows that Apxt has kind of like stated when they plan on closing with Apxt. So we should expect a run up to close to maybe $20 plus by mid-February or so, just before their merger date. So when the merger happens, obviously the stock's gonna tank. So just as soon as you get that date, put that on your calendars and keep it on your watch list. All right, so that's the Apxt. So if you wanted to ideally build your position out in this stock, I would highly recommend anything below $14.70. Reason being, we can kind of see like it's hovering around, like it has a support around $14.46 and 55 cents. So it's just been kind of like collectively just chilling there, you can say. And I don't see it going any lower than like $14 for sure in the upcoming weeks. If anything, it's just gonna go up and up, right? So make sure if you wanna build out your position in this stock, ideally $14.50 would be your price, which I'm currently in at. So if you guys want to take if you can get a better entry, great, right? But I'm in at $14.50, and I plan on riding this stock all the way up to 2022. That's where I'll take my first price target and take profit. And obviously we'll reevaluate when we get there and see when our second entry may arise. All right, so this is Apxt, and quick analysis, you already seen it, worth entering. And if you guys are too scared to invest your own money or do any of investings by yourself, I'm going to show you a way where you can kind of start off paper trading and get into the habit of like just following some of the stocks and placing trades and just figuring out how the whole stock market in general works. All right, so let's just move on to that. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys, so when you're on Google when you're on Google, you're gonna type in, well, it's already there in my search box for me, but you're gonna type in Investopedia Stock Simulator, okay? So when you click it, it's gonna be the first link. So what you're gonna do is click this first link, and then, oh, I know it's weird, sorry, I'm already logged in. So just click that first link and just kind of sign up, all right? It's pretty straightforward, super easy, email, password, done. Okay, so once you're done and you're registered correctly, it'll bring you to a screen like this. So when you're on the screen, they're gonna give you 100,000 play money, but don't use that whole 100,000. Pretend like you only have like 5 or even 7,000, something realistic, what you would actually put in the stock market and grow. So try to be realistic, that's what I'm saying, okay? And remember, this is all play money, this is not real. So you can, if you really wanted to, you can just put on one single trade, put $100,000. I wouldn't recommend that because that's not gonna really teach you anything. So the whole point of this is to kind of learn and grow your portfolio. Even though this is not the real portfolio, this is kind of just teaching you, and when you're ready, you can hop right into the actual portfolio that you want to trade in. So I'm going to show you kind of how to navigate around this. So if you look on the main screen, it'll show you all your like basic stock market activity, what's actually happening in the real stock market, right? So today's biggest gains actually were Mesoblast, Lordstown Motor Corp, Blink Charging, right? And the biggest losses, which I kind of find interesting and lovely actually, these are all Bitcoin plays, in the sense these stocks react to Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin shoots up, these follow, they shoot up as well. And if you guys recently been paying attention to Bitcoin's price, it went from 50,000 Canadian all the way to 40,000 Canadian. Hence the big drop in all these three stocks. All right, these three stocks are heavily reliant on Bitcoin's move. So just be careful with these stocks. You can make some good money if Bitcoin is rallying up, but if it's not rallying up, it's gonna come down, right? So I did actually play Mara. So Mara did work out in my favor. It's called Marathon Patent Group. So it did end up working out in my favor because I was chasing the rally, made some money on it, and called it a day, right? So this is a great platform to kind of start off trading and just like getting the hang of it, right? Even though it's paper trading. So I'm just gonna show you how to quickly place like one single trade so you guys can kind of get the idea where to go. You would technically click a trade, pretty straight and simple. So we'll use an example such as Apxt, the main stock that we're all looking at right now. So Apxt, you click it, click enter, and then it'll bring up everything, the information on it, last change, everything, okay? So buy, sell, short, we're not gonna I'll talk about these after, right? Buy to cover, sell. For now, I just want you guys to get in the habit of buying, okay? So buy it. So as I said in my previous videos, the amount of quantity that you would want to kind of like get of a share would be around $125. Reason being, if a stock has a run up all the way, let's say we buy this at $15 for example, and it runs up to $20, where do you take profit? So ideally what you would do is sell your 100 shares, take your profit, secure a majority of it, and if the stock has potential to run more, you will let the 25 shares continue to run. All right, so that's what I kind of like. There's enough skin in the game to make you decent profit, and yeah, so it's the perfect amount in my opinion. But if you can get more, of course get more, but ideally you would want to build your position out to 125 shares. All right, so we'll pick 125 shares. Market price is basically whatever the price is trading whenever the market will open tomorrow. So this stock may jump up to $15. It'll buy right at the market open. So ideally what you would want to do is have a limit order. So a limit order is, it will limit the price of the stock where the broker will kind of trigger your trade. So for example, let's say the max I'm willing to pay for this stock is $14.85. So I would put that into my limit, and if the price is above that, it will not go through my order. My order will stay in the pending section of the brokerage. Okay, so secondly, the duration. So good till cancellation, this means this order will be valid until I decide to cancel it. So it'll be in my order history and it'll keep pending until I cancel the order by myself. Normally what a lot of people do, not a lot of people, but like some traders, they do day orders. You wake up in the morning, you place a trade, and the price entry you want to get in is $14.85. But if the order does not trigger, this order will close by end of the day, meaning it will not be valid the next day. So you have to replace the order again. Okay, so that's what a day order and good till cancellation is. On different brokers, it will let you kind of select a date that you want it to be good till as well. This one's very just basic to kind of get the hang of it. Okay, so let's do preview order at that current price. Everything looks good, pretty straightforward, easy. Click preview order. So this is where it'll kind of give you a breakdown. All right, you're buying 125 shares. The commission on this will be $29, and the estimate cost of this will be $1,886.24 including your fee as well. Okay, so this is what it would cost you essentially to buy 125 shares of Apxt at $14.85. Okay, so let's go ahead and submit this order. Once the order gets submitted, it'll show up in our portfolio right here. So I did kind of place a example right before I canceled it, right? So this one below is the one that's currently active right now. Okay, right here. So tomorrow when the market opens, if it hits that price, it'll buy that stock. Okay, pretty straightforward. So the whole objective of this is to kind of get you guys into the market, even though you might not have an actual account set up. At least follow along. That's the whole objective of this. Okay, so just follow along and kind of get into the habit of just following certain stocks and building your watch list, and based on your research, see how they perform and obviously go from there, right? So that's it for my video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe, leave a like, and comment for anything else you guys want me to mention in my next videos. Okay, so just before I cut the video off, I just want to leave you with one quote. It's basically a buddy of mine said it, and it kind of stuck with me. Most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. So just keep that in mind. All right, whenever you guys trade, we're not chasing the end result by tomorrow, 6 months. It's just the journey. Enjoy the journey while you're doing this, because this should be a passion or even a hobby, you can say, right? Overall, we all want to build multiple streams of income, so it is what it is. Focus on it, and let's make 2021 a great fucking year, guys. And peace.